Have you ever asked yourself whether it's still a good idea to travel now that you're over 70? It's a question more seniors are thinking about, especially as retirement offers more free time to explore the world. The idea of visiting new countries, seeing beautiful places, and meeting new people is exciting. Many seniors dream about taking a cruise, flying to another continent, or finally visiting that dream destination they've talked about for years. Travel can be fun, rewarding, and full of adventure, but there is something important that every older adult should keep in mind. Traveling after 70 comes with health risks that are not always easy to see. These risks can turn a relaxing vacation into a stressful and even dangerous experience. As we age, our bodies go through many changes. Things we once did easily now take more effort. We may feel fine most days, but age can bring surprises, especially when we're far from home. A small health problem that might not seem serious while we're at home can become much worse in a new environment. Our hearts, lungs, and immune systems are not as strong as they once were. That means health issues like high blood pressure, breathing trouble, or chest pain can happen suddenly and without warning. Traveling adds stress to the body, even if we don't realize it at first. Long flights, changes in weather, different time zones, and unfamiliar foods all affect how we feel. For seniors, these changes can be much harder to deal with. Something as simple as sitting on a plane for several hours can increase the chance of blood clots, especially in the legs. High altitudes can make it harder to breathe, which can be a big issue for someone who already has heart or lung conditions. Even warm weather in a tropical country can cause dehydration or heat exhaustion faster than expected. Sometimes, just walking longer than usual or not getting enough sleep can weaken the body and cause problems. Now, imagine this happening while you're in another country, thousands of miles away from your regular doctor or local hospital. Getting medical help in another place can be confusing, slow, or even impossible in some situations. You may not speak the local language. You might not understand how their health system works. You might even be in a place where hospitals are far away or not well equipped to help someone your age. That's when a small health issue can become a real emergency. Let me tell you about a man named James. James was 74 years old, retired, and still very active. He loved traveling with his wife, and they decided to go on a 2-week cruise around the Caribbean. They thought it would be easy, relaxing, and low stress. No airports, no busy streets, just smooth sailing, nice food, and fun sightseeing. Everything was perfect at first. But on the 4th day of the cruise, James started feeling chest pain. At first, he thought it was just heartburn. But the pain got worse quickly. His wife rushed him to the ship's medical room. The staff there gave him some basic help, but they told him he needed to be in a real hospital fast. Unfortunately, they were still out at sea and hours away from the next port. James had to wait in pain for help to arrive. When they finally reached land, he was taken to a hospital, and doctors confirmed he had experienced a mild heart attack. He was lucky. He survived. But the experience left him scared and shaken. What was meant to be a peaceful holiday turned into a nightmare. Later, James admitted he had ignored his doctor's advice. He hadn't gone in for a full checkup before the trip, and he also didn't get the right travel insurance. He thought his regular health plan would cover anything that might happen, but it didn't. The cruise didn't offer much refund either. In the end, James and his wife spent thousands of dollars on hospital fees, extra travel, and missed bookings. Sadly, this kind of story is not rare. Many seniors do not realize that their regular health insurance usually doesn't cover them outside their home country. This means that if you get sick or injured while traveling, you might have to pay everything yourself. And healthcare abroad isn't always cheaper. In fact, some emergency treatments can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Even things like ambulance rides, x-rays, or one-night hospital stays can quickly add up. Without proper insurance, a health emergency can empty your bank account and ruin your trip. And it's not just about money. Being in a hospital in a country where you don't understand the language or culture can be terrifying. You don't know who to trust, what's going on, or what the right treatment is. It's even more stressful when you're older, already scared, and maybe in pain. You might not have family nearby. You might not have access to your medical records or prescriptions. That's why it's so important to plan ahead. Before you travel, especially if you're over 70, take the time to talk to your doctor. Get a full health checkup. Be honest about your plans. Tell your doctor where you're going and what you'll be doing. They might suggest changes to your medicine, give you tips to stay healthy, or even advise against certain activities. Your doctor knows your history better than anyone and can help you make smart choices for your trip. Also, never leave without buying proper travel insurance. Make sure it covers medical emergencies, hospital stays, and, very importantly, emergency evacuations. Some policies even cover flying you back home if things get really serious. Don't just look for the cheapest plan. Read the fine print. Some plans only cover very basic services, while others give you more protection. You may also want to ask if the policy covers pre-existing conditions like diabetes or heart disease. Many seniors are surprised to learn that those aren't always included. Another thing to do is bring extra medicine. If you take daily pills, carry more than you need, at least enough for a few extra days. Bring a list of your medications, allergies, and doctor's contact information. Keep them in your carry-on bag so they don't get lost. It's also smart to learn about the healthcare system in the country you're visiting. Some places have good hospitals and English-speaking doctors. Others may not. Knowing this in advance can help you make better choices about where and how far you travel. You might decide that a nearby destination is safer and easier than flying across the world. It's not about giving up travel. It's about being realistic and prepared. Many seniors still travel safely and happily by making a few smart decisions. They choose places that are known to be safe for older adults. They avoid long flights or extreme climates. They travel with family members or in groups. They take things slowly, with enough rest in between. And most importantly, they listen to their bodies. If something feels wrong, they don't ignore it. Traveling is supposed to bring joy, not fear or regret. But for that to happen after 70, you need to think a little differently than you did in your 40S or 50 ES. You can't assume that just because you feel young at heart, your body will always keep up. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. Knowing your limits, preparing for emergencies, and putting your health first is the best way to make sure you actually enjoy your trip. There's no shame in being cautious. In fact, it's a sign of strength. It means you're planning to live longer and better. If you're watching this and thinking, "But I've traveled before and never had a problem," that's great. But remember, age changes things. What worked 5 or 10 years ago may not work now. and health problems often appear when we least expect them. You don't want your holiday memories to include an ambulance ride or a hospital room. You want to remember the sights, the people, and the joy. That's only possible if you stay healthy and safe. So the next time you plan a trip, no matter how small or big, take a little time to check in with your doctor, review your insurance, and make sure you're really ready. The peace of mind you'll get is worth it. You'll travel with more confidence, knowing that if something goes wrong, you're protected. You'll feel more relaxed, and that means you'll enjoy your trip even more. Traveling after 70 doesn't have to be scary. It just needs a bit more planning and care. Think of it like this. You've spent your whole life working hard, saving, and learning. Now, you deserve to enjoy your golden years the smart way. A little caution now can save a lot of trouble later. So go ahead and travel, but do it safely, wisely, and with your health at the top of your list. Because when it comes to traveling after 70, being ready is the key to truly enjoying the journey. Traveling after 70 can be an exciting experience. Seeing new places, tasting different food, and meeting people from other cultures can bring a lot of joy. But for older adults, especially those over 70, there are hidden dangers that many don't think about until it's too late. One of the most common problems that can happen while traveling is getting sick from germs, viruses, or food. It may not sound like a big deal at first, but for seniors, a simple cold stomach bug or infection can become something very serious. This is because our immune systems change as we age. When we are younger, our bodies fight off sickness more easily. A small infection might only make us feel bad for a day or two. But after 70, even small health problems can take longer to go away and cause more serious effects. Getting sick while traveling can ruin a trip, and in some cases, it can lead to hospital visits, missed flights, or even long-term health issues. One of the first places where seniors are exposed to germs is the airport. Airports are crowded, and people from all over the world pass through them every day. Everyone is touching the same things: door handles, handrails, trays, bathroom surfaces. Then there are security lines where people place their shoes, bags, and personal items in bins that are rarely cleaned. After that, you board a plane. On the plane, you're sitting close to strangers, breathing the same air for